Hello everybody, it's Lawrence again, doing a video by myself. Pretty rare, I know. Today we're doing a video about, excuse me, surviving the holidays as a teenager with depression, which I certainly have experience with. Haha. So I want to preface this by saying this is all from my experience. This isn't like, the advice backed up by professionals or something. This is just some teenager's ramblings based on his experience. So to begin with, the holiday season, you're usually expected to be all, ecstatic, jolly, happy, whatever the hell you want to call it. And that's a lie. Nobody is happy, really, this time of year. If you're an adult, you're going to be stressed the hell out. And if you're a teen, actually, you're probably going to be happy because you get free stuff. Well, it's free. No, it's not free for your parents. It's free for you. So you're lucky as hell. Anyways, so you're gonna be expected to be all happy and garbage like that. But first of all, normal people without depression shouldn't be all that happy. It's manufactured. It's fake. But people with depression, they're like that to a greater degree. They're already depressed, and you're trying to force them to be happy, and it sucks. And so, yeah, first of all, it is not a bad thing to be, less than jolly during this season. You're not required by law to be, feeling the Christmas vibe. So if anybody's trying to tell you that you should be happier or anything like that, don't listen to them, because they're obviously an idiot. And yeah, I mean, that's a big thing during this season, and it is stupid. So as the day of Christ approaches, it's gonna become worse and worse, honestly. You're gonna be expected to be happier, you're gonna be, I don't want to go on a rant about capitalism and Christmas is just, the whole thing about, buy stuff. I'm gonna ignore that part, because that's not even for our channel. Maybe I'll make a channel where I just rant about the government and society. We live in a society, folks. And so, anyways, sorry, off topic. Well, I was sort of intending for it to be a little off topic so I could discuss it. It was off topic. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Anyways, when it reaches Christmas Day, that's a whole nother demon. And that brings me to multiple issues. For one, you're going to be, getting up real early. And I mean, here's the thing. As a teenager, don't try to recreate the Christmases of your youth. I mean, I remember when I would, try to subtly knock on my parents' door without them realizing that I was, in fact, knocking on their door at 5 a.m, trying to get them up so I could get them to come into the living room, because they wouldn't let me open gifts unless they were there. And so I would always try to sneakily knock and then kind of run back up the stairs and hope that they didn't hear me, so they wouldn't be annoyed that I was trying to wake them up, and I could convince them it was just, I don't know, something in the house thumping, or I don't know. But no, I mean, your childhood glee when opening your presents. I mean, you don't have to force yourself to be all happy and jolly when the day comes. I mean, regular people have to pretend they wanted, yes, I wanted socks instead of, I don't know, Death Stranding. That's a good game. I want that game. That is a hint. Anyways, yeah, no. And with depression, it's going to be even harder. Even if you get a gift I mean, in my experience at least, I can get stuff I absolutely adore and still just, I can't force myself to be excited. I have never been able to do that. Actually, I have. Sorry, off topic again. I that happens a lot. So, and I mean, I don't know if everybody, well, no, not everybody does this, but I don't know if a lot of people do this, but in my family, what we do is I'll have Christmas at my house with me and my parents, and then we'll go to my grandparents' house and have a second Christmas where everybody in the family gives gifts to each other, not just my parents to me or, that sort of thing. Um, so what we do is my parents will rip me away from my new presents and force me to come with them to my grandparents' house, where I will sit, alone by myself in a corner, bored as out of my mind, and try to ignore every single family interaction because I am bad at social interaction. And another thing, which I know this video is mainly about depression, but I'd like to bring an element about anxiety into it. Social anxiety during the holidays is definitely a thing, um, especially when it comes to interacting with your family. I personally, I am no good at that. So I usually will sit by myself on my phone, as I said, trying to ignore every single interaction possible with my family. I usually succeed, except for dinner. I have to interact with them at dinner. Jesus. Um, but, that may or may not work for you. Maybe you're fine with social interaction and your anxiety doesn't flare up then, but back on track. If you're one of the people that can handle interaction with your family fine, then, if you want to, go and do that. I personally, I can't. I don't like to. So I sit by myself on my phone every year. Last year I at least brought my guitar. I was bad then and I was still bad, so I kind of just sat there I think I was trying to play like Purple Haze and it was failing horribly. Anyways. So that's definitely an option. Try to limit your interaction with your family if you're not really comfortable with it. Or it's just too much for you because you could just be overwhelmed and it's not exactly fun to be sitting there like, I don't want to be here at all. But in any case, it's certainly, there's a lot of ways to handle it. You could just use mine wherever you sit on your phone. But in any case, now I know you're mainly expecting, talk about just Christmas, but I'd say that New Year's is included in holidays. And one thing that I've struggled with personally, because I used to actually do this, is New Year's resolutions. They're just don't try to set them, please, because you're gonna let yourself down. Even if you have a realistic goal, you're probably gonna end up letting yourself down. I mean, that goes for even people without depression. I mean, if you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna get fit," "Oh, I'm gonna do better," like if you're a teenager, which this video is aimed towards, "Oh, I'm gonna get better grades." I mean, it's not easy. It really is not easy, especially when you inevitably do not complete them, and then you get even more depressed because you feel like a failure. And I guess I'm sort of projecting right now, but you get the point. And this is, I don't know if many other people do this, but when the new year comes, I often reflect on what I've been doing with my life, which is usually not much, and so then I feel really guilty that I haven't really done much with my life during the year, and that kind of sucks. So avoid that. I don't know. Just try to avoid that because it sucks. Trust me. Now, I know this video was really short and it was really disorganized, and that's what happens when you don't script your videos, kids, which is something I don't do when I do videos by myself. And so, in any case, if you enjoyed this video, consider liking it, which, shows us that you enjoyed it, so we know that we're doing the right thing. If you have anything to say, criticism, praise, whatever, you can leave it in the comments. And if you enjoy this type of content and you would actually like to see more of it, consider subscribing. In any case, I'd like to wish you a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and Happy New Year. Have a nice day.